M0FXB morning from the UK, just doing some live streaming here. Listening to V9 LRS on the 52 at the moment. Let's have a look.
You run a scan and stuff with someone, and you say, okay, I'll meet you at this time. With the propagation of the throughput is much better because the bandwidth is so small. You know, the bandwidth of the signal is so small, and it works quite well. On 30 Charlie on Saturday, I think it's Saturday evenings, they hold a impromptu, not an impromptu, but I mean they hold an E-Star HF net there where they coordinate on 30 Charlie on where they're going to go, where they're going to be transmitting, and then they go on somebody transmits, and all these stations are seeing how well they're hearing this person on E-Star. The digital mode doesn't necessarily have to go through a reflector. You have FT8. You got all kinds of digital modes that are on HF that don't that get through. Just because it's used for voice doesn't mean it is just as viable.
Oh, very interesting. I didn't realize that. I heard them calling, okay, go to this frequency on 30 Charlie. But what I thought they were doing was just using D-Star to get a bunch of people with their HF radios to go to a certain frequency to see if they could hear each other. I didn't realize they were actually on D-Star on HF.
Oh yeah. There's lots of Canadians up there, on there too and stuff. I don't have the HF antennas here to do that, but that's why they used to have the 9100 that would do HF, VHF, UHF, and have the...
Makes it a bit easier to turn out.
E-Star module. And that would, I don't know why they ever discontinued it. They should have just redone it with a color waterfall screen instead of that crazy white screen that
I'm just setting up here, really.
That would have been the way to go with that one.
Just setting up. Going to do some live on the 705 and the 52.
Well, I guess, or just made a larger version of the 705.
So
that you
cup
can
of
do
tea.
HF with as well, and V-Star, and all that full mode HF. When it's low power, you have to stick an amp on the end of one of those.
I know when I was in Edmonton, this is not recently, but back a few years ago, I used to be able to go to 10 meter on FM and key up a repeater in Catskills, New York, and talk to people.
Oh, absolutely. HF actually used to have an 10 meter beacon and stuff, and did they have a...
Right, morning from the UK. Got the 705 and the 52 in front of me. Lovely radios. So I thought we'd do some live. In the background, I've got the open spot. We can do some cross-moding. Even my Pi Star is on there. And I think I'm going to get my All-Star node on there as well, when I remember what IP address it's on. But we'll have a play in a minute. So there's what I can see. I'm just going to say morning to everyone. Now I know it's a bit of a funny time when I come on, because a lot of the USA are asleep and a lot of the UK are still asleep. But it's it's just for fun, and we're just here to show these radios off. Let's see if we can get them in. So on the left, 705 VHF UHF HF radio. Just make. So we're on the open spot now. If you can't really see, well, we've got V9 LRS coming in on the open spot on both radios. And we'll show you that the one that has got the first lock is actually the 52. And I'll tell you now that the ICOM 52 lock, GPS lock, is better than the 705. I don't know why, it just is. And V9 is talking to, might try and jump in and say hello in a minute.
But their ALC in it there seems to cut back your power so much that you never attain no 100 watts out of it. An unmodified.
Now this, there you go, just knock that out of line. We have the technology. Just make sure you can still see. That's all good. We've got the POV carry cage as well. See if we can jump into this station. Talking a lot about radios. M0FXB break station.
N0 station, go ahead, V9 LRS.
Is it V9 LRS? Yeah, very good morning from the UK. It's about 9 AM here, not far off. I've been listening to you for about 20 minutes, enjoying your conversation. And I can see you're talking about the different options for different radios. Now, I've got an ICOM ID-52 that I'm using alongside my ICOM 705. And I'm actually using it right now live on YouTube. So if you want to have a look, just put my call sign into YouTube, M0FXB, and you will see the 705 and the 52 as I'm using it. Back to V9 LRS from M0FXB. Andreas is my name.
Okay, very good, Andreas. So you got VE6DZ in there as well, and he can maybe get back to you there. Very nice hearing you in here. Thanks for jumping in. Go ahead, Gary.
Hello, Andreas. Victor Echo 6 Delta Zulu here. Nice to meet you. Well, I wasn't aware the ID-52 was out yet. I'll definitely have to give a look-see and see if it's available in the U.S. and Canada yet. They were waiting on chips for some reason at that point. Anyhow, it's been a pleasure meeting you there, Andreas. You take care now. Back to you, V6DZ as a group.
VE6DZ, yeah, sorry for interrupting. Yeah, I've had to get this one all the way from Japan. It's the Japan model. When it came to me, the manual was in Japanese, and as was the radio and the speech, but I've been able to change that in the settings. It's not available in the USA or Europe yet. There is no timeline. If someone asked me to guess, I would say I'm sure we'll have it by Christmas. But this one was straight from a Japan shop called PowNet, and it's working perfect, and it's a lovely radio. And the best feature of it for me is that it's D-Star dual receive, so I can use a couple of hotspots at the same time without having to change radio. And the GPS functionality on it is better than the ICOM 705. It basically picks up a lot quicker than the 705, but it is a VHF UHF radio, and obviously the 705 is full HF with a full scope. The 52 does have a scope. It's quite basic, but it does have a scope. Back to you, Gary, and then I didn't get the name of the other station.
M0FXB, VE9 LRS, V6DZ as a group. Yeah, the other fellow, his name's Lorne, Lorne, and he's located on the eastern side of the country, and I'm more towards the west here. I'm in Alberta, and in Lawrencetown, New Brunswick. Oh no, I'm in trouble now. I'll let him tell you where exactly he is. VE9 land anyway. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Enjoyed our QSO and looking forward to seeing what that new ID-52 is all about. Over to you, Lord. VE9 LRS, V6GZ in the group.
Yeah, Gary's right. I am on the East Coast. I'm on the have-not part of the country there, Andreas. The people that don't get anything. We're in the have-not part there. If I was in Ontario or Quebec there, then they'd be throwing cash bags at me. But unfortunately, I'm on the have-not part there.
M0FXB returning. So yeah, I've got you both on QRZ now, so I can see whereabouts you are, and yeah, and that's interesting. You're both in Canada, and Gary, yeah, your dogs. You have a couple of dogs there, and they look lovely. I've got a brand new border collie here. She's only 14 weeks old, and she's such a lovely dog, and really enjoying her, and she's keeping us busy. I think our exercising will improve dramatically. I'm looking at your QRZ, Gary, reading down through all the kind of radios you've got and your interests, and it's very similar to mine. So I think, yeah, there's quite a few that are enjoying. I've got the +2, these kind of radios, and lawn. So I am looking on the QRZ. I'm not able to see. But no problem at all. It's good to catch. You're not sure which radio you're using, Lorne. I'm sure that it will show up when you transmit. But you're both coming through very clear, and it's an interesting conversation. The kind of radios you're looking for and what you're interested in. So there's too many to choose from. So I don't want to hog the conversation, but I'll just let you know that the 52 and the 705 are both very nice to use. Round to Gary. I've had this with the open spot where it kicks me out.
Andreas, I was just wondering, what kind of APRS features do they have in ID-52 now? Do they have anything similar? Because mine links right into the APRS frequency here locally, and it sends your coordinates wherever you wish to on every transmission without going through on the second receiver, on the second TX receiver in the second VFO. Does the ID-52 have something similar to that for APRS?
I don't think so. I mean, to me, it has DPRS. So it will send out your coordinates to APRS-FI, a small message, and you can receive that. And as someone else is transmitting DPRS, you get a color window open up on the screen, as you do with the 705, giving you the distance and the location and the altitude and all the usual. But that's about it, to be honest. It's like, it doesn't really compare with the Kenwood D74, which gives the full APRS, and the FT3D does as well. Back to you, Gary.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I really fell in love with the THD-74. It was quite the unit, and I got mine before they shut them down, sort of thing. So, and I've got her opened up as well with the Work and Mars mods and stuff, so that I could it'll basically go anywhere and do anything at any point, sort of thing, as desired, sort of. and that. So I do all my radios with the Mars Wart bands in it as well. So anyway, I should turn it over to Lord, VE9LRS. He might have some questions for you, or wish to make a comment. So with that, VE9LRS taken, M0FXB, V6DZ, and the group take it, Lord.
Well, thanks, Gary. You guys go right ahead. I'm just, I enjoy listening there, and I'm just going to sit back and drink my coffee and listen to you guys talk about that radio. I'm just taking it all in there. VE9LRS.
Well, I'm going to be pulling the pin here right away, Lord. It's we got 2 a.m. in the morning, and it's if I don't get my beauty sleep, you just don't want to see me. So I'll say 73 to all right now. Have yourself a fine day. Enjoy the QSO, and I'll turn it over to M0FXB and the E9LRS and V6DZ. I'll be clear on everybody's final. Bye-bye.
M0FXB returning. Yeah, well, good to meet you, Lorne and Gary. And sorry I broke in there. I heard you talking about the 52. I think it was Gary. And so, and I was here setting up this live stream, and I thought, oh, you'd like to see that, you know, in the flesh. So put that into YouTube if you get the chance, even on your phone, and you'll see it actually being used, and you'll hear yourself in the conversation. So thanks very much. I'll stand by. I'm just going to plod on with this live stream here. I just plan to go through the features here side by side and drink lots of cups of tea. My house, everyone's either at school or work, and the puppy is asleep. So I'm just passing time and enjoying myself. Very nice to meet you both. M0FXB-73 and back to standby.
Okay, it's been very nice talking to you, Andreas. M0FXB. I'm gonna say 7-3s as well. It's been nice talking to you, and I hope to catch you in there again. Have yourself a fine day, and we'll talk to you later on. M0FXB, VE9LRS, 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3. Okay, so we're here with these amazing radios. I think I wasn't expecting a gift from Chris, but thanks very much. I can go and get a very big bottle of beer with that. Thanks. So I'm just going to plod through the functionality of these two radios. So let's just start off with the price. Let's go by the price of these radios. So in the UK, you can get an ICOM 705, which is a QRP VHF UHF HF broadcast radio, and it sends picture sending, DPRS, GPS, Bluetooth, SD card, full DR mode, for about £1,300, which does sound like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money, yeah, but you will have a radio that does literally everything. All you've got to do is, if you need that power, you're going to have to help it with some power on HF. You don't really need it on VHF, UHF, I would say, because you tend to be using hotspots and repeaters and line of sight. Chances are you're going to be up high on a hill. You're going to need 10 watts would be enough. I help mine with a motorcycle battery. Is how I help mine get the full 10 watts. Now, the ID-52, if you've already had a 51, it's basically that with a color screen, but they've added Bluetooth and they've built into it that you can send photographs. They both have, it already has GPS. Now I've just sent a photograph. I'm going to show you how I did it. So if we go to menu, go to picture on the 52. See my lovely puppy there? Her name's Mazzy. Now if we go menu on the 705, go to number 2, hit picture. Now I'm on the open spot 3 and I can send a picture now. So I'll hit quick on the 52, click TXOR, click OK, and you watch now how it sends the photograph. Now you get this beeping noise. And it's actually, and then we're still getting our GPS coordinates. Little Nico's just come down. Yeah, he's feeling a bit poorly, so he's off school at the moment. And look, it's sending the photograph across, as you can see, via a reflector, and any reflector. And how neat is that? There's no hardware in between, there's no app needed, although you can use the RS M1A app. It's just sending it across there. Interestingly, the ICOM 52 gets a GPS lock very quickly, where the the 705 is still now trying to get a GPS lock. So my experience is that the 52 is better on GPS. The ICOM 705 is a single receive radio. So yeah, you can get HF, VHF, UHF, 6 meters, broadcast radio, and you know, GPS, DPR, all the usual things, but you can only receive single. Look, if we just tap the screen, there's a picture of my little dog, Mazzy. She's lovely. Actually, as my wife keeps telling me, she's not your dog, she's my dog. So that's worrying. And we can even tap it if we received it. Now I could try and text it back the other way. Haven't done it yet, so not sure if I even know how to. Text set, text picture. Should we set that? Let's see if that does it. And that, yeah, well, it has shown that. So now we've got picture text, TXOR. Click OK, and we're going to send it back the other way now. While it does that, I'm going to quickly make another cup of tea. So as you can see, it's being received by the 52. You alright, son?
M0FXB. I have no clue who that was, but you're interfering with reflective 30 Charlie. Your call sign did not come across the screen. W2, you might ask.
Right, I am coming. Cup of tea. Cup of tea on the go. wasn't sure what station called in then. Right, apologies for that. Just getting a cup of tea. I think, did someone call through there? I did hear a station. M0FXB. With a big echo on these radios. So did a station call in then? Apologies, I was just making a cup of tea. And did anyone receive the puppy picture on reflector 30? Back to you. No. That's okay. If anyone wants me to send that picture again, I can. All they've got to do is turn the picture messaging on their 705. And they will receive it. I'll send it again. So back to the messages. Right, okay. So I'm just reading these messages. So yeah, someone moaning at you. Oh, is that because I sent the picture? Yeah, and stop with the videos. Yeah, the TH74. I've sort of chosen to keep my 74 because it does full APRS, it does HF. It's just such a lovely radio, so I've chosen to keep it. But yeah, I can see how many people. Yeah, I see. Yeah, someone said, "Can you stop please?" That's fine, you know. And then I sent a message. It took a minute, so I'm just playing radio. Just having a bit of fun. As you can see, it's just gone silent now anyway. So should we give a call out, see if we can have a contact? M0FXB calling for a contact on 30 Charlie.
Australia, VK5 UHF Adelaide Australia, so you come to your right, nice and clear.
Yeah, VK5EKH. Yeah, good to meet you. I'm live streaming on YouTube, just demonstrating an ICOM ID-52 and an ICOM 705 side by side. It's Andreas, Southwest UK.
A very good morning to you, or good afternoon. VK5EKH. I'm in Adelaide, South Australia. I'm using ICOM 51 Alpha through a mega hotspot through me got cellular phone. Sounding good, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, it's working well, nice and clear, good audio. I think you said 51. Is that what you said? Back to you.
51 Alpha, ICOM, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, and I use the 51 plus 2, and the alpha version does send photographs, and I just sent a photograph a few minutes ago, which seems to have worked. So yeah, do you like the D-Star system? Back to you.
Cool. You've only been on D-Star now for about 4 months. Enjoying D-Star? It's really good. I like it, over.
Yeah, I like it. I just like the way it ticks. I've got to understand it now. It took me a few years, I would say, to actually realise how D-Star, how to sort of properly set up the radio. Finally got it after that. And but yeah, the time here in the UK is 9:11 a.m. and it looks like we're going to have a nice sunny day. I think in 6 days' time we're being released from wearing masks and things. So let's fingers crossed on that one. So overall, yeah, just here, have a cup of tea, playing radio. And we are on YouTube right now. You can see me and the radios. And usually the radio I'm demonstrating is the ICOM ID-52. Have you heard of that radio? Back to you.
52 Alpha there. Been waiting for a long, long time. And the time here is about 5:41 on a Tuesday afternoon here. The temperature outside is about 12 degrees. Over.
Yes, Roger. I think we're a bit higher than that at the moment. Maybe about 15. I should check really. So yeah, I've been waiting a long time for the 52. I mean, I just really like the 705. So the 52 it's almost like a mini 705 in how it looks on the screen. The body of the radio is more like the 51. I've been naughty and I managed to get this one over from Japan, and my friend 2E0 UKH has also managed to get one as well. And so we've been testing out these radios and giving them a good run for their money. And to be honest, I'm very pleased with it. The things that stand out for me the most are it has a very fast GPS lock, and it's a full dual receive on D-Star, so you can use two hotspots at the same time, and it works well. And I've just been sending photographs via a reflector on it, and that's straight out the box. It's a bigger radio to hold than the 51, which does take a bit of adjustment. When you first get it, you think, oh my god, it's too big, but after a while you get used to it. You enjoy the color screen, and it's got a built-in SD card, Bluetooth, and everything's there that you're going to enjoy with a handset. But I do recommend it needs a spare battery, as most handhelds. But yeah, eventually hopefully it'll come to your part of the world there. Back to you, and it's Andreas, and I'm about 100 miles west of London in a seaside town.
Good day, Endeavour. Yep. And name this place Keith. Kilo Echo India Tango Hotel Keith is the name. And sounding good. Audio is very good. Can't make it. They say the ICOM's got very good audio. It sounds to me just like you're sitting right beside me there. Over.
Yeah, thanks, Keith. Yeah, I mean, D-Star is good, isn't it? I mean, I find if I use C4FM, I find it quite, quite sort of tinny, and sometimes struggle to hear what people are saying. DMR, I think, is sort of in between D-Star and C4FM. Sometimes it's a good audio, and other times it's a bit squashed. So I prefer using D-Star, but we've all got our preference. FM analog is always the one that sounds good, and I use an All-Star node for that, which is made by G7 RPG, a very nice product that allows you to use all of your other FM radios, FM analog. So okay, I'll stand by. Thanks for the contact, Keith, and good to meet you. Back to you for a final.
Always, you have a nice day your way. You and your lovely summer months there. We're in a terrible winter month. Cheers and cemeteries, and I hope I see you on YouTube. I have got YouTube here. I have to look through there on YouTube. Cheers and cemeteries that way.
Yep. Cheers 73. Just put the call sign in, and you'll see it straight away if you can. So 73 M0FXB back to standby. Right. So I'm going to make the 705 come out of picture mode. Exit that. Put the scope back on by going menu. Number 1, scope. I can even flick it to HF. I hold down the DR button. Oh, hang on, there's someone coming in there, was there? I missed that. I'll turn up the 52, so if anyone calls, I can hear them. So I missed that. If someone called, call again, and then we're just going to HF on the 705. Turn that down. We're on G5RV on the 705. See if we can get someone on LSB. Yeah, not great conditions here at the moment. Quite a lot of QRM. So let's try. It's going to be worse on 80. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit of a no-goer for that. But let's go to my all-star node. That'll be my FM analog all-star node. See if we can get a contact on that. Let's call in. M0FXB calling for a contact. Let's go.
Golf Alpha Golf. Tony in England. Just checking to see if I'm getting access to you over there, over.
Right, he said England. Let's just check that no one else was there.
So you saying MGAG-VK6RO? VK6RO.
He's a bit quiet. His audio's a bit quiet.
The name is Tony. Tango.
Now I'll show you the same contact on the
Just popped in to say good afternoon to you because obviously it's
52.
just to make sure I was getting access. And I've not heard Andy for a couple of days. Hope he's keeping well. VK.
There you are. This is on the 52.
Back to you from M6 Golf Alpha Golf. I'm 10 miles inland from Southampton on the edge of the New Forest.
Let that play for a bit.
VK6RO.
VK's loud.
I was talking to Andy while you were asleep at 10 to 5 in the morning. Actually, it was 4:45 GMT, which is the real time. But it was about 4:45 in your current time. And he was all right. I've got a suspicion that he's got a new rig, and I'm in the same club. We're both in the same club, but I think he's got a new HF rig, and I'm trying to get in touch with him just to confirm it was him. There was a VK6 on here talking about he just got a new rig. Name is Graham, and I'm in Perth, and it's about 20 past 4 or something like that, local. So I think I've heard you on here before. I'm going through our club station all-star thing connection. So there you go, M6GAG-VK6RO.
You can see they both these stations. We have a GPS lock at the bottom here. If I go quick and click GPS position and go back, GPS info, and on the other, let's see now the 705 hasn't got a GPS lock, so we're not getting GPS there.
I think yours is the one that does the barbecue with the slice of bread cut into, made into a triangle shape with a jumbo sausage in it. Am I correct, over? That'd be it, yeah, Haag, Hills Amateur Radio Group. I haven't been to a meeting for 3 or 4 or 5 years or something. There's always something else on, but you're right. It's my club makes the best hamburgers in the world. Club days turn up and you get all this good, nice stuff. We have a ham fest in Perth once a year, usually in August. They have the best beef rolls in the world for a ham fest. Absolutely top dollar, beautiful. Not expensive either, but Haag have the best hamburgers. So you got that 100%. Now this 2E0EGZ, you know, I've got a suspicion. I spoke to him when he was in the UK.
And then 5DD, let's put that in.
Going out to Perth. And when he got here, he went to Haag, and I think somebody told him the frequency I hang around on Simplex FM, 2 metres. And I'm sitting in the shack one day, and I'm sure a 2E0.
Hi, Dennis.
And I said, that can't be right, because this is a Simplex around Perth. But it might have been him.
Got a shack picture up here.
He didn't call me,
Plenty of stuff there. 897. What's that one there? Is that the old FM dual band radio I'm seeing there? So yeah, thanks for the tip. So we're on the All-Star node.
Yeah, he come over with his partner, Helen, because she got family up.
It's just in one of our memory channels. Now, interestingly, we can actually dual receive. So we've got our open spot there on the A band.
But, yeah, it's 2E0 Echo Golf Zulu.
We can click to the from section and go Pi Star or any other repeater that's programmed in.
Quite often, I think he's got it
DR mode.
through there, so if you hear it...
And so the 705 is, you can see the nice big scope is also receiving.
I won't hold it for long there, Graham. I'll let you go back to calling.
So go back to the sort of functionality of the radios. They both have GPS now. We've got a lock finally on the 705, so I put them both on. There you are. So slightly different locations, but only slight. They got the height the same, but it looks very nice. I've actually got both screens dimmed down. Let's go back. So the weight of the 705, it's without the carry cage. It's a very light radio. It's probably the same weight as say 3 52s. When I use the big BP307 battery, because it acts like a stand, and I know it's not. I can use it most of the day. It's not going to run out. So this range of ICOM radios it's too appealing. But you are paying for that privilege, annoyingly. Wi-Fi on the 705, no Wi-Fi and no touchscreen on the 52. So there's always a trade-off. When I'm using the 52, I haven't had the urge to touch the screen. I'm so used to the 51 plus 2 buttons. I like that. It's quite satisfying pushing buttons. With the 705, I've got used to the screen because of the ICOM 7300. Well, I think if you have a 52 and a couple of hotspots and an open spot 3 where you can cross mode, it's going to keep you busy all day. So should we have a go at cross moding? So we're on the open spot here. Let's cross mode to a different one altogether. Let's go to the open spot, and we're going to cross mode from D star. We'll go to Brandmeister, which is nearly always busy. I could do Type 91, but it will be very busy. So we're going to go 2350. I think that's always a good one. United Kingdom. We're going to connect. I'll turn it up so you can hear it.
Open spot connected to Brandmeister 2341. Link dynamic talk group 2350.
Right, so we're on Brandmeister using the 52. I'm going to call in and see if anyone comes back. I've actually ordered a fist microphone for the 52. It's a HM75LS, and I've also ordered that from Japan. So let's just call in. I'm about a foot away from the radio. Make sure I'm showing up on the system. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact, M0FXB. See if we get anyone come back.
M0FXB G0 BIA. Very good morning, Childers. Any questions on the wood? Trust you well. Name's Ian. Up in Great Holmside in Westmoreland. From Golf Zero, Bravo in your offer.
Yeah, hi Ian, good to catch you. Name's Andreas in Weston-super-Mare. We're having a chat on, we're actually cross-moding using an open spot, and we're on the ICOM ID-52. So you're sounding good, Ian, back to you.
Yeah, Mike 0, Foxtrot, X-ray Bravo, G0, yeah, very good morning, Andres. Nice to hear you. I thought I'd come back to your call. I didn't know if you fell off the chair that somebody answered you almost immediately. I put a call out some time back, about half an hour ago, and I've just left it monitoring. I'm on holiday, well, a break, should we say, at a lodge, my daughter's lodge in Appleby, where it's blue sky and sunshine, which is great. We've had a good week. We go back tomorrow, and we'll be back in September. It's a place we come and go. It's a family thing. So I bring my DMR. I'm using the TYT MD380, which is being played into a DV Mega on an Arduino board, which is plugged into Raspberry Pi, and that's the situation here. And also within earshot of the Eden Valley repeater, Golf 503 Echo Victor, which I monitor on 2 meters. So I had a few QSOs during the stay. It seemed very pleasant. And you may be referred to Western Supermud. I did my trade training for wireless mechanic at RAF Locking House back in 1958. So I do remember coming down to Western on a night train from the northeast and getting off in the dead of night and then walking up the road to Locking. So I know where you are. Well, pretty well, much. And that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Mike 0, Foxtrot X-ray Bravo, G0, BIA.
G0 BIA. Yeah, well, good to meet you. Locking Castle is still there, but it's now a housing estate. Quite upmarket. A lot of new families have moved there. And your setup is working very good. The radio I'm on now you can only get from Japan, which is the ID-52. Probably available in about 6 months in the UK. It's colour screen and dual DR mode. But so I'm cross-moding using the OpenSpot 3 into DMR. So it's a D-Star radio. But thanks for the contact. And yeah, hopefully we're due for a bit of some nicer weather here in Weston-super-Mare. Yeah, Weston-super-Mud, and the history of the locking camp goes back quite a way. I sort of caught the tail end of it in the 80s as a young man. So 7-3, you take care. All the best.
Yeah, Mike 0, Fox X-ray Bravo, G0 BIA. Yeah, thanks very much, Andreas. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll have plenty of contacts, and good luck with that equipment of yours. Mike 0, Foxtrot X-ray Bravo, G0 BIA, great onside in Westmoreland, going clear for now. Cheers.
There you go. That was nice to have a cross-mode contact on DMR using the 52, and I could have used the 705. Just going to quickly show you the menu on the 52. So you go menu, you've got these tiles that show, you've got picture messaging, GPS, the full sets menu there, which has many functions in it. Terminal mode in the DV gateway, and I've tried it on Doozy, it works well. CD shows you the history of your DR contacts, including their GPS info. This radio does have a scope, and we'll have a look at that as well. Voice record and transmit on these sections, broadcast radio, and you have Bluetooth. So let's just select scope, and we've got the scope coming in now. We just need some activity to see it working.
Mike 0, Foxtrot X-ray Bravo. Papa.
The radio is has the speech synthesizer, same as the 705. See if I can push that.
434.55 megahertz.
There you are. That's coming from the 705. Now if I just push the quick one, how do I've got to remember how to make the 705 announce. I'll try and hold down. Now I'll briefly push the quick button. No, so I need to go into settings and remember how to do that.
Mike 0 Foxtrot X-ray Bravo. Papa.
There you are. That was on the 52. I held it down in the end. So that's good. We go the quick menu. We start at the top. We just got to turn the scope off to look at the quick menu. So menu, scope, you just hit the VFO twice. Then you go the quick menu, and that is slightly different for when you're in digital mode than when you're in FM analog mode. So anyway, group select at the top, repeater detail, ATT, I'm guessing that's your attenuation, which is off. DTMF TX.
Go.
It does announce, I've got it turned on so it announces stations as they come in. GPS information. GPS position. Display type, large or small. Digital squelch, skip settings, home channel, voltage, FM radio, band scope on and off, and settings. You can actually go to FM radio mode, GPS logger only. Actually, I haven't tried that. So then obviously you have VFO mode and DR mode by holding down the DR button. We're now in memory mode, and then if you want VFO there. And if you're interested in the frequencies it covers on the A band, have a look there. So we're in, and we'll go all the way down. There are some frequencies that have been removed, probably due to aviation type laws. But there you are. You're getting an idea of what it covers.
461.5.
There you go. So let's get back into memory mode. And then we'll go to dual mode. That's dual mode. So there you go. I think that's enough live stream. They're both amazing radios. And yeah, I think it's about time that somehow they organised having these delivered to the rest of the world. So 73. Turning that down on All Star. So 7.3, and thanks for watching. All the best.